welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's Puerto Rico taking on Puerto Rico. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
Man, it's been fun so far, Boog, that's for sure. After splitting the first two, Game 3 takes on even more meaning than usual. You don't want to be the team that drops this one and then be faced with having to win 2 games in a row in order to take the series. That's tough.
And the pressure on the starting pitchers is big in this one. Each of them is being counted on to come through with a quality performance, hoping to save some of that bullpen for really critical games coming up. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, number 44.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
And now the rookie second baseman, Carlos Sanchez.
Carlos Sanchez.
The pitch. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. Ball 2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And that one is lifted in the air, and it drops in. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Next to hit, Sanchez. And that's a little bit high. 2-1. Right-hander kick steals. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Nobody out, runner at first. Ground ball right side. Nice stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Just a beautiful play right there to get it out. He dives to make the stop. Then a nice feed from his knees. Knew he didn't have time to get up and make that throw. The throw beats the runner. That's that internal clock working.
And now, Carlos Rodriguez. That misses the zone. And that's ball 2. The pitch. And that is cut on and missed. 2-2. Runner on the go. Out to short. Sends it to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. And let's take a look at the lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
Runner at second, 2 down here in Game 3. Two outs. And another ball. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Back here with my pal Singy. And our starting pitcher here today, Christian Negron. What do you look for here?
He has great stuff, Boo, but what I love most is his drive. You know, when he takes the ball, he's going to give you everything he's got and try to pitch deep into the ball game. He's a true competitor, which makes it easy for his teammates to play hard for him. We're not going to see him take many pitches off. I can promise you that.
We go to the bottom of the first, and now it's going to be number 12. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The line to kick the pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And now the center fielder punts. Just missed.
Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what did they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much. They've just got to stay within themselves, take each pitch, each at bat, one by one, and try to push the runs across as often as possible.
He's got it, and there's 2 away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Two outs, base is empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Miguel Velasquez. And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 2. Here comes a pitch. That's to third. The throw to first. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Brian Cruz. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And here's the catcher, Pedro Diaz. And there's a rocket into the outfield, and that's going to get into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez, Game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland, and man, hit a double off the wall. Great feeling for a guy who would eventually go into the Hall of Fame.
1 out, runner at second. Here's the rookie right fielder. The 1-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Punts. Going back. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Around third. The relay throw. And he's out.
I don't think he got a great read and or jump as he was trying to score from second on that one. Nice execution by the defense. Come up throwing, hit the relay man, and then onto the plate. Beautiful example of a well-executed play.
up, it's the first-year shortstop, Jorge Hickey. 2 outs. Late swing, fouled off. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Leading off, number 78. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
The fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting fifth.
Now it's the rookie DH, Aldo Mendez. And here it comes.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And there's a ball.
A really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that one is off the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Anytime you smoke the ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
Vasquez will hit next. And a 2-1 on the way. Just missed.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Runner at second, 2 down. So now 2 on and 2 outs. Here's the rookie third baseman, Reyes. 2 on, 2 outs. And that misses off the outside edge.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And he beats it. He's safe.
Good hustle. And when talking about an emerging leader on a team, those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, game in, game out.
Two outs, bases full. Now the left fielder, all loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. And another ball. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the rookie center fielder, Feliciano.
Number 32.
There's a swing and a drive. Punts going back on this one. And it's off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. He hit the ball so well right there, and I really thought it was going to carry out of here, but that's definitely the big part of the yard, and you just really have to get a hold of one to drive it out in that part of the ballpark. But you can't be mad about driving one off the wall.
So the batting order turns over. Carlos Sanchez, the next to hit. The 1-1. Next offering misses down and away. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 3 of the NLDS. Out to short. Fires across the diamond and one away in the top of the third.
The batter, number 13.
Now the number 2 hitter, Sanchez. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
1-2 now. Stays alive.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
And there's a hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with one out and the heart of the order coming up. You don't want to run into an out at home plate.
Here's the third baseman, Carlos Rodriguez. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runners at the corners, one away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Bryce Harper to the plate. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wouldn't chase that time. Good eye right there.
That's a really good take.
Brian Cruz to bat next. Two outs. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the second baseman, number 12.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one misses, and it's 2-2.
It's a good take.
a swing and a miss. Now one away.
He was able to execute the perfect pitch for that situation. Had been pounding him with fastballs, and then all of a sudden pulls out the changeup and has good enough command to make it competitive. Tell you what, varying speeds like that to a hitter can be really, really effective. And right there, you could tell that hitter was just overmatched.
Here's the center fielder, Hunts. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. And another ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And here's a 3-2. Got it by him for the K.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And here's the first baseman, Miguel Velasquez.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. On to the 4th. Still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Brian Cruz. A wind and a pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2. On the ground, out to short. Gathers and throws to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Now the catcher up to hit, Pedro Diaz. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boob. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
Man at first with 1 gone. Now it's the right fielder. Here's a 1-1. Missed inside with the curve. Next offering upstairs.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And the 3-1. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. And the pitch. And ball 4 to a board.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
The batter will be the shortstop, Jorge Hickey. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. The shortstop takes the ball, and you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Next pitch is outside. Feliciano waits on deck.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boo. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases loaded with one away. Feliciano getting ready to hit.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Diaz, the runner at third. Kiki at first. One gone. Struck him out on the foul tip.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Carlos Sanchez now at the plate. The 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a fly ball to right center. Moving under this one. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. Third game of the division series. Here's a big power threat. Number 78. The wind of the pitch. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. And one gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
So now the DH spot, Aldo Mendez. Kicks and fires. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Here's a 1-2. And that one's going to get into the corner. And he's got a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now it's the shortstop. And a pitch. Good eye in that spot.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Runner at second here, one gone. Two now. That's to third. Rodriguez in plenty of time to first, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Here's the catcher to hit, Vasquez. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
The other way, down the line, and it's foul. At the belt and fires. And now it's even up. Swinging.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back. And now the first baseman, Sanchez.
The first baseman, number 13.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball. The pitch. And it goes just foul. Looping, breaking ball, and he struck him out. Carlos Rodriguez will hit next. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. One down, base is empty.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play. Can throw from so many different angles and makes really tough plays look very easy.
The pitch. And down on strikes he goes. And 2 away now. Here's Harper now. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, but one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Halfway through this one, still no score. We head to the bottom of the 5th. At the plate, Reyes.
The third baseman, number 11.
And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
1 strike.
In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Number 25.
Here's the left fielder. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. And 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. He usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swings here and blasts one left field. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Number 12.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman. One and 2 here. Just missed. Two outs, base is empty. That's off the mark, and that's ball 3. Punts hitting on deck circle. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap, will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
2 outs. And one fouled off. And he deals. Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Brian Cruz. And the righty deals. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike. That's
just missed. Inside ball 4.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Pedro Diaz digs in now with the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. In the air out to center. He's under it. Drops into the glove.
The batter, number 8.
And now the right fielder. The pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt, and the runner holds. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Efrain Nieves, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Lopez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Cruz, the base runner at first with 1 out. Ground ball left side, could be 2. 1 at second. What a double play that was. Inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Miguel Velasquez. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. Man at second. He fouls it off. We'll do it again.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Kicks and deals. Out to short. Kiki. Fires over to first. One away. Bottom of the 6th.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Christian Negron is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher. Vince Velasquez gets the ball now. Now it's going to be Aldo Mendez. And the next pitch is way outside. Wouldn't chase that time.
I just feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Number 2 in the on-deck circle. Left-hand hitter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. Cruz sizes this one up. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Game tied, series tied. This could be a turning point in this series if he can deliver.
Indeed, if he comes through with a hit here, it's going to change the entire approach that they can take against their opponent.
That one inside, and it's 2-1. Swinging a ground off the middle. That's a base hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 2 outs, runner on first. Next to hit, Vasquez. 2 outs. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A gigantic blast. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Base is empty with 2 away. Reyes, the next to hit. That one not close. 2-1. And a run for the center field base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now number 25 on the ground to the left. And foul ball. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 3-2. Number 12 to bat next. Payoff pitch. Line drive. And that's a fair ball. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Couple of singles back to back. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's the second baseman. 2 on, 2 outs. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 3. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed though.
3-2.
Swing a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. This is the National League Division Series on the show. And And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. And now the shortstop, Jorge Kiki.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Number 32.
So up next, Feliciano. Goes up empty. That's strike 2.
So impressive how the velo is still there, even this deep into the outing.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 3. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And a pitch. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field, punts, gets under it, and makes the grab. 2 down.
The batter, the second baseman,
Carlos Sanchez getting ready to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Just off the inside edge.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Into center. Snags it on the run, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 7th, and now the center fielder punts.
the center fielder, number 7.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
Ball, that's inside.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Ripped on the ground to second, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now back, first baseman, Miguel Velasquez.
And here is Miguel Velasquez. The 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Now it's the right fielder. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Go away! A solo shot. His second homer of this series, and they add on. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
On to pitch here. He's into the game with the bases empty. So 2 down, and next is the designated hitter, Aldo Mendez. 2 outs. That one catches the zone, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. On to first, and he beats the throw. He's safe.
Number 2.
So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
And the batter will be the shortstop. Runner takes off.
1 ball.
Safe and second with a stolen base. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Efrain Nieves.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So digging in, Sanchez.
Puerto Rico, the first baseman, number 13.
Right-handed reliever. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Action in the pen down there. Jorge Lopez getting ready to go. Underwood warming up as well. Righty to the plate. And another ball. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Punts. Drifts towards it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
The third baseman, number 2, Carlos Rodriguez.
Down the third baseman, Carlos Rodriguez. Ball to strike. Just missed. Nieves, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
One down, base is empty. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the controlled command that day, you pretty much forget about it.
Here's Bryce Harper. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The A's out front here, 4-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Giovanni Gallegos. Now the catcher up to hit, Vasquez.
The catcher, number 93.
The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball out into left center field. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now back, number 11.
Here's the third baseman, Reyes. swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Not a big fastball on the mound by today's standards, just low 90s. But when you can pitch backwards like that and sometimes save the fastball for later in the count, it just sort of explodes on hitters and gets right by him. That was the first fastball they bat, and clearly the timing just wasn't there for it.
2 down, nobody on. Late on that fastball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brennan Bernardino up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. The pitch. Bounced out to short. He slings to first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jorge Lopez. So digging in, Brian Cruz.
The left-hander, Brian Cruz.
And another ball.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 2-2. And that's down and away. Payoff pitch. Ground ball right side. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
The batter, the catcher, Diaz.
He's 2 outs away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Pedro Diaz. Next offering is downstairs. Activity in the bullpen. Jorge Benitez, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Rios getting cranked up as well. Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. That's a base hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
And now the right fielder. Here comes the pitch. And now 2 balls and a strike. Righty delivers. That's in there. That is strike 2.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Off the plate inside. 3-2 now.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
On the ground left side. 6, 4, out, 3, and that's the ball game.
Game 3s are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base. For the visitors, no runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 10 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.